catch.
No, they've pretty much no catch for Yuragi. The Zeus can cause some problems, of course, just the vision that you can always be getting of the Weaver, but yeah, a bit of a left field. You know, people probably saying like, oh, Amar playing a Void Spirit. What? But look at him. He's passed this test. He's played
It's
his third most played hero, actually.
Yeah.
We were taking a look at the stats just from pub stuff. He has a 30% win rate as it being played in the off lane, but either way, you know, they're just trying to make it so that this Bat Rider has that good matchup.
No, I think that was 30% of his games were played on off lane.
30%?
He's played 30%. He's played about how many games on the off lane?
108.
100 games of off lane Void Spirit, so he definitely qualified to bring it out here in the
Good
pro
call.
games.
Yeah, and he has 50-50, you know, 52% win rate or so on it. So yeah, we'll see how it ends up working. Versus the Razor, you can, if he is going to be in that matchup, he can maybe play around dodging, like getting out of the range of the static link a little bit, but still can be hard because you are still one of those slower heroes. Sure, Razor's 290 at start, but he's paired with IO, so he's going to be able to get the distance on top of that Void Spirit to get the links off most of the time. But yeah, they wanted this mid matchup, right? The Bat versus Zeus. Things maybe have changed slightly in the matchup because of the Heavenly Jump, but I think it's still the same thing. You get on top of him. You know, you can get a Flame Break that pushes him back during the Heavenly Jump too. You have a lot of different ways to just get on top of Zeus and kill him. So.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, Master Tier Bat from BZM.
Yep.
All the reason to believe that we'll see some big stuff from him around the mid. We'll see how well 9 can deal with him.
Ooh, did a Wolf die? It looks like they got a Wolf kill, right?
Yeah, I think there's someone back under the tower he was scouting out.
Yeah, Misha got one. Also, he is... Where did he get the... Sorry, he got the D-Ward, apologies. So he does have a little bit of a left advantage.
Top lane, getting a good amount of damage onto Snaking here before the lane starts.
Okay. Cool. Potentially maybe going to get some courier snipes, too.
He's going to hang around. I mean, they know that he's here.
He might get both of them.
They're just
walking him right through, through him.
Easy couriers for a bar. I mean, they knew he was there, and they sort of just sent the couriers into their death.
That was just weird. Guess they're really focused on those Eidolons up there, but okay.
Yeah, focused on the lane Skeeter and Snaking, not focused on keeping their couriers alive.
9 though, you know, I'm going to be looking mostly at the mid matchup because I haven't seen it since the changes. Zeus's base damage versus Bat Rider is like you have a huge advantage, of course, and you're going to be able to play around the jump, which also people have to remember does slow cast time too. So maybe we could see that trip up some lasso plays if he's trying to get on top of him.
No, absolutely.
You could also maybe see the vacuum lasso plays that we've seen in the past where he heavenly jumps and the lasso catches him afterwards or something like that, maybe. But yeah, we'll have to see how that does play out. And looking at bottom, very comfortable matchup, 33. He's super confident in Lycan, but this is a great lane for Yuragi. He should free farm down here as the Weaver.
So how much regen do they actually have out on this top lane at the moment, Tundra? That was the last tango between the two of them. So they're going to have to be careful on their next bit of courier play. Although they cannot allow that to be sniped again by Amar.
Yeah, they've got the Headress plus the IO, so offsets a bit of it, but yeah, definitely.
And of course, you know, we're talking about as well, is this the dynamic they're going to keep here, OG?
That's what I was going to say, too.
Tiger has taken the farm, and Amar sort of, you know, playing more of a bit of a support role for now. We'll see how much they share the farm.
I gotta be honest, I kind of like it because I don't think he actually can farm here. Versus double range versus Razor, you walk up, you're gonna get linked all the way down. So I like that they're changing it up now, kind of making Tiger the 3 for the time being.
All right.
And look, I mean, Amar is getting ready for the couriers again, Owen.
Dude, is he actually gonna get them again? I mean, he's
they're ready
being
this time, but look at
this
these couriers. Look at them.
You know, Skeeter's even, you know, sending his back.
He's like, maybe I can pick up something else beforehand. I kind of want to get my Falcon Blade on it. Very good timing. Or my Basti if he's going for it, which he is.
But no, indeed, Amar the support this game.
Amar the support.
I can't remember what game it was, but we did see another game where he was playing off lane, but he did build a lot of utility items. You know, he's sort of been slowly making this transition into, you know, trying things out in a different approach here with the squad. So looking forward to see how this dynamic works. And indeed, as you say, almost certainly just adaptation down to the way the lane was done.
Yeah.
And this was something that we did see back in the day right on Liquid with like Tiger and Boxy, right?
Yes,
there
they
were
used
some
to do it a
games
lot.
where they were switching around. So of course, this is also very comfortable for Tiger as well to have this change up.
Yeah, so he'll have that much better timing if he does go for that Wraith Park, which Tiger tends to do.
And the thing is as well, right, it's would you sort of consider this a pretty good Enigma game, like in terms of potential black holes down the line? Now, how easy is it to stop a black hole?
I mean, there's like no stuns, right? Sure, there's a Doom that he's going to have to worry about, and the Lightning Bolt, as well as eventual Ags probably for the Zeus, but they're getting aggressive. Skeeter. The Eidolons, they build up. And the regen will arrive, but I don't know if he brought a salve. They actually don't. They just have tangos up here, so it's going to be a little bit slower to top him off. Although it's an IO, so not that much slower.
Now, Mosquito's still, he's got to be careful. If Amar's able to sort of sneak in a remnant, they have got a fair bit of burst between the two of them, so they'll continue to play as safe as they can. Meanwhile, what's going on the other lanes? Anything crazy?
No, not really. A 33's been getting put pretty low. He actually had to use a salve on himself. They have the headdress to offset some damage, and of course they did find that mana aura, which is going to help them a bit, but Weaver, he should be, just like we said, totally free farming down here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to point out as well, something that we'll probably see, mid lane, 9. He's able to get out in time. TP's back to tier 2, perfectly fine. Still got bottle charges and 1 charges, so he can stick around in the lane.
Constantly a threat of dying, though. Yeah. Whenever fire flies up, whenever he gets like 2 or 3 sticky stacks, he kind of has to jump himself all the way back to his tower, which will allow BZM to take the opposing bounty and top.
Ooh, if that remnant caught him there, Skeeter would have been going down for sure. Snaking, he was able to tank it and also tether back over towards Skeeter, so the two of them alive, but only just. You know, we are starting to see, again, this sort of change up. You know, Tiger and Amar, they're playing this lane very, very well. Over into the mid, 9. Getting the stacks built up onto him, but again, with that heavenly jump at the ready, he's back under the safety of his tower, and he'll be able to live to see another day.
Might have to go back, though.
Bottom lane, Saxa, he's got the bugs on him, Shiguchi in for Yuragi, and finally, first blood will fall. Misha taking down Saxa.
Almost. Zeus is 6, doesn't quite have the mana for the ult, but Yuragi is in kill threshold still at the moment. Looks like he is going to be able to get into the threshold of being safe,
yeah,
though.
Should be okay with that. The tangos coming in.
Yep. Next aggressive move, though, I think that OG is going to have to just constantly be thinking about that Zeus ult. They probably were saying it as well. That's why they were making sure that he heals up quickly. BZM might call over for a support to look for this next rune, because if he gets any of the, I mean, if he gets pretty much any power rune, he should have a pretty good kill possibility on
top lane. There's going to be a lot of damage on Snaking with the Eidolons. They've taken him out.
They're really making this work. These Eidolons really hurt.
Well, they're doing a good job of it, and we're seeing sort of level difference as well between what the carriers are getting. Of course, all of these denies, the Tigers getting out the top lane. You know, we're going to see Skeeter have a bit of a slower time on the XP. He's about full level behind that of Yuragi on the other side of the map.
Regen rune for BZM. He's able to actually force 9 away from it immediately. So he's going to be able to refill his bottle and continue having that great mid matchup. So right now, OG looking good in the 3 lanes.
I mean, mid 9's doing very well.
He is.
Right, you know, I think 9's going to be happy with how much farm he's getting from this. He's going to have good levels, and as a Zeus, you know, always has that ability to TP, and especially if OG start diving, he's going to have heavy amounts of damage early on.
But missing out on bottle refills constantly, right? Even Saxa now coming over and taking the other 2 bounty runes. He does have his defensive bounty to get, but...
Oh, Saxa! Oh, he's not even going to be able to get the 1 courier, not quite able to get a second hit on it.
No boots. Very slow.
See bottom, or maybe with the wolves. There we go. 33 will make sure that they are able to take one of the couriers down, and actually Misha kind of getting blocked in a bit.
Oh, his own creep's acting against him, actually. But 33 is getting turned on instead.
I mean, same time in the mid lane, stacks out to TP over to keep 9 protected. With the bugs out onto 33, he'll take them off. But Yuragi and Misha, they'll have to kill. They get 33 out of the bottom lane.
It's such a good Weaver game, really. Him getting this early advantage, too. I see he's already queued up the Maelstrom. I could see potential him going for even Gleipnir this game, since he's playing versus the Lycan, giving them extra catch and stuff. Could be decent. See, I know he really likes the item build, too, on the Weaver, so maybe it could be something that he does opt for.
See in the mid, Saxa is coming for a bit of a wraparound, but they know that this is happening, OG. So, not really much that Saxa can do coming in from this angle. In fact, he himself has to be a bit careful. Misha's out with the dual breaths, and Saxa has to keep his distance. BZM able to safely bring the creep wave around and continue to farm. Cool,
the Misha went for the urn. I think this is an item that's also obviously bought in most games, but I think it's an item that's even more on the rise, even for 5 positions because of the salve changes. I actually really like urn right now. Power rune. Double checking top Tundra, just really trying to make sure that 9 gets this next one, since it's not going to be a regen, it's going to be one of those better ones. It's an arcane for BZM.
That's a nice one for the bat.
Radiant are scanning.
And of course would have been a lovely one for the Zeus.
Yep.
9. It's going to be a bit sad that he missed out on that one. Getting unlucky with the RNG.
Toxa wants to make a play top. They have the Zeus ult available. Both heroes sitting a bit low.
Dire structures are falling.
Trying to start things on Amar, but TPs are coming in. Both of the 2 of them very, very low now. BZM getting aggressive with the Arcane Rune. Amar taken down here from the burst of the Thunder God's Wrath. But BZM, he'll get Skeeter in return, still holding on to the lasso. He could absolutely look for more. He'll look to run down Saxa. He doesn't even need to use the lasso for that one either. Double kill for BZM off the back of that rotation. Over in the mid 9, he's underneath the tower. He'll get the kill, but he'll lose his life for it. Yuragi TP's over, and he'll be the one to clean up the enemy mid.
That's a lot of experience going their way. Getting the kill on the Zeus as well, getting the Razor. BZM also, as you mentioned, he saved Lasso, so he even wants to go for another.
He's still good to go on the top lane.
He's going to have boots of travel any minute now, too. Perfect TP from the Bat Rider. So already 3 successful lanes, and they're getting active early on already.
Could certainly become a bit of a handful for Tundra. As we said during the draft, there's just not... They haven't got a lot of catch. So if OG start to run around and run ahead, it may be hard for Tundra to slow them down. So if they can get out of this.
Might be able to get a Mar, it looks like. But not the big kill.
At the same time, bottom lane, and 33's trying to get out with the ultimate. Yuragi, he's going to attempt to chase. I think 33 is going to have that safe movement advantage. And indeed, he's out of there. So it won't end up going down.
First Lycan ult, though, is used to completely just escape rather than pressuring or going for any type of kill. He actually just has to run away. I say that, Misha almost dies to the wolf, turning it, but we'll be okay. So really good early aggression coming out from OG. And if you look at the supports on the side of Tundra, they kind of need their cores to have a good game to be able to make moves. BZM?
Going back in on this one. I mean, he's looking pretty dead here. Tried to poke back there at 9. I guess around for the potential of maybe being able to grab the power rune, but as it was, the power rune ends up being top. Bottom, relocate comes in. Skeeter's able to get in range with the slow. That will allow them to take the kill against Misha.
All right, they punch back. They do see the spot where the relocate's coming back. Snaking will be safe, though. Skeeter will be okay also down bottom. So interesting to point out, we've seen a couple Zeus games now. This time it is a max Heavenly Jump game. Makes sense because he's playing versus the Batrider, but not even a value point in the Lightning Bolt. Maybe that's what caught BZM off guard, because he got hit by the Heavenly Jump in a 2.5 second slow. It's pretty significant this early on. I'd like to see the variety of these heroes that have gotten some little bits of reworks in top. More action.
Yeah, Tundra definitely want a fight to happen here. They've got 4 heroes turning up to the top lane, but already Amar. He's just able to jump in and take down Skeeter.
The Eidolons.
I mean, Amar just leads in underneath. I said that 4 heroes of Tundra. He just gets in, sets up on the carry, and Skeeter's gone.
Saxa also.
And Amar, he's looking for more. He's already jumping back, forcing Snaking away, catches him back with the Remnant, setting up here for OG to find a 3rd. They just get in and break down Tundra one by one.
Nice urn usage there, too. You use the urn so you get the 2 charges back. Good little aggressive play coming out from Misha, so he gets the extra value coming in. A lot of burst damage. It really is so much damage that comes out from the side of OG.
Same time down bottom, they know that 33 is ults on cooldown. So not only getting the kills up top, but BZM heading down bottom to help Yuragi take down 33. OG back on form, getting these kill after kills. And Tundra, it looked as if they were intending to set up on that top lane, but they just weren't ready for OG to fight.
BZM still hasn't used Lasso with any of these rotations, too. He still got it up. That down bottom, he didn't really have the mana, didn't even need it either. So, still hanging on to it. Rune will spawn bottom. 9 will find probably the best one that he can this game, the Haste Rune, so he can get away from that bat. But yeah, early aggression, OG. With this little switch up for the Void Spirit playing now this 4/5 position, it's really working out. Yeah, Taiga, these Eidolons, they are no joke how much damage they do early on. With the Vlad's aura, too.
If they keep this up, definitely could make a case for the drafting, teams drafting against OG to be even harder. We've seen multiple times, right, that the teams will just ban out Amar's heroes, all these offlane heroes, and Amar's response is, well, joke's on you, I wasn't going to play offlane anyway.
Yeah, and there's no stuns, really. We have to keep reiterating on the side of Tundra. It's going to be hard for them to just make some of these comeback plays without any forms of disable. It's going to have to come later on with like a Blink Doom with a Centaur Stomp, if he's able to get to that point. Yeah, making moves is going to be difficult, and a Razor being shut down this early. He's the bottom of the pack.
Look at the smoke here, Amar and BZM ready to go. Top lane, Tundra, they weren't ready for OG to strike at them last time round. We'll see if they're going to be any more ready this time. BZM, he's in this time. We'll drop the lasso. We'll see Snake and try and take them out. They're in with the Remnant. They've got the burst. He's still out in time.
Just kidding.
They're able to get out there with the relocate. They will save him with the turn up and 9. They're able to take down Amar. Back over in the mid, Saxa found the opportunity to drop down the Doom onto Misha. He'll run him down underneath the tower. Tundra, this time round, they're prepared. They're ready to respond. They're the ones taking 2 kills. And they don't lose anyone themselves, at least not straight away. Yuragi might be able to find Saxa with the cleanup. 33's going to head over, though, and Yuragi has to be a bit careful about how he stands his ground. Has to use the time lapse. That last proc of the Maelstrom will allow him to take the kill on Saxa. 33 is going to look to try and get out of it, but Tiger's in with the black hole. Make sure that there's no chance of 33 to run away.
Mid lane, looks like they still want to keep trying for Skeeter.
I mean, Amar's got the connection onto Skeeter. In with the Remnant. And back under the tower, Snaking and Skeeter will stay fine. Tiger ready to start getting the push going, and he has that Wraith pack complete. 14 minutes in.
So there's a little interaction in this game that we have to watch out for also. If I was actually just watching this earlier, if they Bat Rider lasso a target and he Aether Remnants the same lasso target, it actually breaks lasso. So something else we'll have to watch out for. It's kind of weird interactions, but it looks like some people have found a couple of these. Any of these fears, we call them, are actually things that break your own teammate's lasso. Didn't happen in that last situation, but could see it potentially happen. But OG, the really good start here still, 1K gold lead.
I mean, the concerning thing as well, the most concerning thing for Tundra is the fact that Uragi, he's getting it so farmed.
And it's a
top
free
of the
game
net
for
worth
him.
by quite a bit, and indeed, it's a great Weaver game. Once he has the Lincolns and the Maelstroms for these core 2 items, he's going to continue to scale at a tempo that Tundra's going to struggle to keep up with. This Weaver's going to be a problem.
And Saksa is not having a great game either, right? So even him getting a good blink stomp timing, which is ideally what he wants, it's been slowed down significantly because of this early aggression that OG's putting on. And OG, they're not slowing down. They're looking for plays. They're looking to keep getting this tower advantage, even though they're the ones playing versus Lycan.
See how Tundra is prepared for this sort of move. This blink from BZM might just catch 9 off guard. He's in straight away. He's got the lasso dragged off to the side. No chance for any sort of save for 9. Bottom lane sneaking. He gets out, but that last bit of damage, Mars there ready and waiting, takes him down. Skeeter has to TP out. He's only just going to get away from this one, so he will live. But OG once again, a couple of kills from the mid to the bottom, and keeping these waves pushed in. Should be close to being able to pressure some of these tier 1 towers.
I like that he went for the Blink Dagger instead of like the usual BKB rush on Bat. There's nothing he needs to get a BKB for. Like, he doesn't need to like BKB because a Sand King stun is coming or anything like that. He just gets the Blink. We see he's got the Witchblade queued up as well. We've seen BZM do that in the past. This is one of his builds that he's done on the Bat Rider a couple times.
He's going to show himself in the mid. Snake King's ready to help out, but they want to jump in for this one. Uragi's coming in with the side with the bug. They'll put the Meg. Saxa turns, drops the Doom down onto Uragi, but Uragi, he's just going to look to walk this one off.
They have nothing to catch him at all. Saksa will somehow survive though, Snake King, with the Mac does keep him up.
Now that's Doom gone for 2 minutes, and already for a team with a lack of lockdown,
that kind of is their lockdown.
That's all they have, and it's going to be gone for 2 minutes. So
BZM?
Could be difficult for Tundra to make moves now. They're going to look for BZM. He does actually get caught here close to the burst of 9. So big catch. See if they can get more. 33 trying to chase for Misha. Misha's going to opt for the TP out. They got anything to stop it? They do. Another lightning bolt comes out from 9. Quick moves from Tundra there. As they'll take out the 2 of them, and they'll actually start to push up themselves around 33 and his Wolves. They're the ones to take the tier 1 mid first.
Who still does have a very good timing on his helm, as we see popped up there. Helm of the Overlord was finished on. So early aggression, maybe too much aggression this time from BZM, getting close to the Zeus, gets caught by that slow from the Heavenly Jump and does get turned on quickly. Both teams matching each other's aggression though, 14-9.
Close
More
on the
aggressive
gold.
games. Yeah, the War Drum aura. We used to see people picking this up for the accuracy at times versus some of these evasions, but...
Tiger. They're poking at him from a distance. The Wraith back down, and Amar is going to jump forward, try and start these on the 33. We're going to see BZM go straight towards 9, but the Heavenly Jump gets 9 out to the side.
He gets reload out as well, even on top. They really wanted to get him out. Uragi will even stop the TP, I believe, that was going toward top. So that does stop the aggression from OG.
Tundra fully set up around the jungle just in case OG came hunting for more, but wasn't to be the case. OG back up over towards the mid lane. Tundra, they smoke over from their jungle. See what sort of a catch they can get, but already in the mid, Skeeter's been jumped. They're in with the lasso. Skeeter's not going to get any sort of save coming in time. Now Saxa jumps forward. He's in on top of BZM because he doesn't have the Doom to drop. He'll turn his attention over towards Amar. Misha, Uragi, and BZM, they're chasing down 9.
Okay.
Get the connection with the dual breath. Standing next to Snaking. It should be okay for a little longer, but Uragi, it's right-click damage, forcing 9 to have to jump back underneath the tower. He has to retreat.
These wolves with this aura from the Ancient Thunderhide is actually insane. Oh, sorry, Rumblehide, because it's a different one than usual. Look how fast they attack. This is something that we haven't seen done, at least not utilizing the attack speed bonus that works on your creeps. This is really interesting. He's actually getting a lot done with this.
Uragi. He's going to try for snaking, and he's close to having it. They'll get it with the flame break. But the Thunder God's wrath, they're looking to turn again. Tundra.
Damage.
They're just able to roll over OG. BZM dead again in the river.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Some of these fights now, OG buying off a bit more that they can chew.
It's such a fast-paced game. It's 17-13. Everyone's just matching the aggression.
That's getting very, very close now. Tundra. Last few
Radiant's
fights,
top tower is
showing
under
their ability
attack.
to stand their ground and take down heroes with them.
But Skeeter is really struggling, and the core-to-core matchup, it's not that easy for him. Ideally, like, he wants to be able to find some target to link, but Weaver is never going to be one of those easy targets to go for, especially if you don't have any forms of lockdown to keep him in that link, which they just do not have. So Yuragi just continuing to be at the top of the board. Lincoln's, as you mentioned, done on his way to a Dragonlance. Level 17 on this Weaver already.
Radiant's top tower is under
The
You look
Weaver
at Skeeter.
problem is certainly growing it.
17 Weaver, 11 on the Razor. So that's just a massive disparity coming up for the Razor.
Over around the ward spot, they'll get a quick jump on Snaking. Snaking out for a minute. Amar very close to having his item done. He's going for the Yules.
And Misha's about to have Vessel done also. So versus that healing that's been tripping them up a couple times from the IO, it's going to be addressed.
Stacks up. He has got Doom at the ready. He wants to look for a blink opportunity.
He's actually level 12 somehow on Saksa. He's the same level as Skeeter.
Yeah, those last few fights he's been able to keep up, just staying alive, picking up the XP from the kills.
And he's got Fey Grenade. Really important thing to always point out when you're playing versus the Lincolns on the Weaver. So now he has Blink, Fey Grenade, he has the Stomp as well. So now they have ways to potentially be able to teamfight a little bit easier. Before it did look quite complicated. Meanwhile, the other side though, OG, they have the Blink on the Enigma, so double forms of initiation for them too. And BZM has switched up. Not going to go for the Witchblade. He's going to be going for his BKB on the Batrider, the usual build. He wanted to go the Witchblade, though. I've seen him do it before.
Yeah, even if they don't necessarily have the control, you still can't underestimate how much damage 9 might be able to get off in a team fight. Now, if you're not able to jump the Zeus, 9, he's going to tear through you with the amount of magical damage Zeus can do from a safe distance.
Yeah, you don't need the Witchblade. Like, I keep mentioning just because it's BZM, I know he likes the build, but this is just, this is what you need to be able to get into the backlines. Get on, you pick and choose your target. You don't need to worry about anything when you do get that, of course. Smoked up, Tundra.
Want to get something done with Saxa. Here they can find. Just going to close the gap on Misha. So Misha able to put the Essence Ring on turn. He'll get his spells off Misha. And he will still die, but that's going to cost them Saxa in return. And Tiger, she's going to throw down the black hole to lock down Skeeter. Skeeter got the BKB off and it will now start to retreat. Yuragi trying to chase, but 33 with his army is taking them down one by one. Yuragi has to pop the time lapse. It's OG again that's really suffering in the extension of these team fights. It starts off with them being able to get a quick turnaround kill onto Saxa, but as the fight persists, if they're not killing these cores, if 9's able to get the damage off, and if 33's able to freely run around, they do struggle.
They had to use the lasso to stop the relocate during the black hole. They had to use it onto that IO, and then they can't actually finish off the IO, so he gets the mech off. The Razor's able to get all of his abilities off as well. So a bit of a weird fight that they're trying to force a bit here, but it was Tundra who gets the better initiation.
Yeah, and we saw Skeeter as well. Quick stuff there, getting the BKB off as soon as the intention was shown with the Malefice first, making sure that there wouldn't be any overwhelming magical damage coming through during that black hole, so he could easily live.
Very important one for Skeeter. Level 15 now, he's completely kind of caught up in the game. Not the same level of the Weaver, but needed this type of fight win to get that XP. And Doom's still available, so Tundra's still feeling confident to look for something.
BZM now, they have to be careful in the mid lane. Sacks up.
Ooh.
Quite able to keep him ranged there for the Centaur Stomp.
This is so battle heavy. 34 kills, 23 minutes.
33's ready to go.
Another move.
He's going to pop the ult. He's going to start charging down towards Tiger. Already up in the air. Skeeter gets held back and controlled by Amar with the Yules into Remnant. But Tundra, they want to keep chasing. 33's going to see if he can catch anybody else, but this time round, we're seeing the benefits of most of OG's heroes, they have that elusivity. Yuragi, he's actually going to be able to pop the Linkers to get the Doom down Saxa, but he's pretty deep away from him. Still Saxa blinks in, trying his best to stay on top of Yuragi. They've got the slow as well from Skeeter with the BKB. He's able to dive in under the tier 2 tower. They take him down. Excellent job there from Saxa, finding that Doom opportunity through the Linkers with that Fey Grenade, as you said. That's exactly what they needed. He's able to get in and then get them a huge kill.
And it's persistence really that lets them get this. They're gonna likely lose 33 on the back of all of it, but knowing, oh, they might get a kill actually.
He's almost certainly going to be in trouble here. They get on top of him. BCM's going to try with it. Lasso has got the BKB, so he can come out to 9, but 9.
He's still alive.
He's got the Thunder God's Wrath off. It's 3 dead on Misha, and Misha's getting to the side. 9's going to be able to clean up this Jakiro with a couple more rounds of lightning. There we go. It's a team wipe. Tundra outplaying OG in these team fights right now.
And I like the persistence that they're doing this. They're like, Black Hole was down, Lasso was down. They knew how aggressive they could play. Look how much damage this Zeus is able to do in the fight.
He's
a big problem.
He's getting this positioning perfectly. That is 8-3-10. Excellent KDA, especially when you consider, OG, sure, they've got a lot of mobility to avoid fights, but they've got a lot of mobility to get on top of him. And 9, he's just not being caught as much as OG need to catch him.
No, and it's every little thing, right? Everything matters. Kaya-san, so he has this little bit of extra status resist that does allow him to get his Essence Ring off, positions himself better so he gets all his spells off. Great fights, Tundra. Really recognizing and playing around those cooldowns of OG, in particular that Black Hole.
Yeah, OG were getting a little bit of a lead off the laning stage. Looked like they had the hold and they were leading the way, but Tundra, these last few team fights, just sort of showing that OG's got to step it up a bit. Tundra in a little bit of a cleaner form so far in this mid-game.
And, I mean, Skeeter's like fixing, is the team kind of fixing him for this game? He's level 19. Weren't we just mentioning he's level 11 he was 4 minutes ago?
He was level 11 to Uragi's level 17. And now he's, level 19 to Uragi's level 20. He's only 1 level behind. Moments ago, he was 6 levels behind. So Skeeter, those last few fights, recovered immaculately.
Yeah. Full refresher done. AC queued up next. Starting to get a bit harder for OG when they don't have those cooldowns. I think they need to try to slow down the pace of the game a little bit because of just relying on those cooldowns a bit more. Are smoked up though. Lasso's about to be ready. Black Hole's ready, so they could look for a fight now on OG.
They're going to try and go for Saxa. If there's any chance of helping the Doom out there isn't. Saxa goes down, but he's able to bring Amar with him. Now over to the side, Misha also just gets run down by Skeeter. He's going to buy back. Because Tundra, they're going to continue this chase here. Skeeter's in with the BKB. He's going to look straight towards Tiger. That's a dead Enigma.
Oh, what a comeback.
I mean, Skeeter he really has. This is a beautiful comeback. This game from him on the Razor.
And they're still ready to fight.
I mean, they're going to look towards Roche. Tundra's going to consider this. And poked out a second buyback really in the last 30 seconds there. Amar on top of Misha also coming back into the game.
They're on 9.
They found him with the Gleipnir. PCM in on top of him, but he's going to opt for the TP out, and it's this time round that OG, they don't have any way to catch him.
And he's going to have his Ags finished up on the Zeus now too, so he can contribute in this fight.
I mean, Skeeter's just going to go charging straight towards BZM. BZM has to put the BKB to try and get away. So the refresher come out, Yules into Remnant control from Amar to lock back Skeeter, gives him the chance to get in and take down Snaking. But Uragi, he's surrounded. Saxa is able to find the opportunity to drop the Doom down onto him. He's dead for sure. There's no way to keep this man alive. They've got to look for the deny. They're not even able to do that. The kill still goes the way of Saxa. And Tundra, they're looking for more. With the refresher already popped, Skeeter has that second round of BKB, charges down Misha. OG just getting crushed in every single fight now that they try and bring against Tundra. Tundra 25-23, 7k up. We'll see off to the side. Saxa being held back once more by Amar.
And now Roche, they're not going to be able to contest this on the side of OG. 2 heroes dead. No buyback on the Jakiro. And this is an easy one for Tundra when they have the Lycan up. Going to drop in no time. 9 gets away. He's going to be able to come back into the fights now. About to be level 20 as well too, so getting that big talent. Yeah, look at this XP graph.
Yeah, this is some really excellent Dota here from Tundra.
That actually just tells such a big tale of how the game was going. And now they'll add a little bit of extra stuns that they kind of needed. The Lightning Bolt stun talent coming in, so having the Aghanims will give them a little bit of further control perhaps for the Weaver.
And we've seen, Saxa, he's very much been showing, you know what? Doesn't matter, we lack the lockdown. I will find those opportunities to catch the Weaver, get the Doom. He's done it twice now, both times resulting in a big kill against Shiragi.
Good old Fey Grenade, that item. The only item that still breaks Lincolns from the neutrals. Able to get it on top of him perfectly. AK lead. Zeus will scout. Taiga.
Bit of a dangerous part of the map for him to be in. Cost him his life.
He can't even get his BKB farmed up yet. He just keeps getting hunted. 1, 5, and 8. Saxa already has a BKB somehow after all these nice plays. Yeah, the pace of the game, Tundra, they really kicked it up a notch after the last few moments.
We'll see if OG, can they find some sort of way to slow Tundra back down?
It's starting to feel pretty hard for them to have the damage solution for everything. For the IO heals to offset it, to kill the Lycan, to kill the Razor, this Doom. Like, everybody is a bit tanky. Even a Zeus is not a squishy hero at this point. 2,600 HP on 9. Everybody is quite formidable. It's starting to feel a little bit like this black hole is going to be one of the only answers for OG to come back.
Yeah, once the BKB is there, definitely a game where there is huge possibility from Tiger. Top lane, look who it is again. Zaxa.
He is just so on point.
He's caught him every single time, and indeed a well-earned tip there from his teammate 9. I mean, Zaxa, he's had Yuragi's number every single time.
OG.
Amar, he's just completely destroyed there. One stun and he's gone.
And now an AC as well on Skeeter. Fight's just going to get harder and harder and harder.
11k lead now. Aegis still in the hands of Skeeter as well. They're ready to go high ground. There's 2 dead on OG and they don't have buyback.
Look at 33. He's carrying the ceremonial robe for his team. Something you will not see anybody ever do in a pub. But wanting to make sure that his other cores get to carry the better items.
I mean, they can't defend this.
No, they cannot.
This Rax is going. They don't want to throw bodies in on this one, OG. They've got to just let this fall. Tundra.
There's no BKB Enigma, so no chance to be able to even attempt for a team fight. And playing into Aegis.
We go 30 minutes in. Tundra, they'll take the first set of Rax. Straight away, they're not slowing down. And we're ready to clean up the other 2 lanes, the mid and the top. Still working towards that next tier 2. And they've still got plenty of time to do so. 2 minutes on the Aegis still for Skeeter.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Very much going to feel in an incredibly comfortable spot now, Tundra. They know that this second half of the game, they've had full control. Constantly getting further and further ahead. Over on the side of OG, sure, you know, Yuragi, he's got good farm, but Skeeter completely taking over from him now. And the other 2 cores, you know, BZM and Tiger this game, playing the 3 for OG. They're falling behind, and their only way back in is going to be these huge ultimate plays, or these sort of, you know, lasso grabs close to their base. Out on the map, it's just Tundra's fight to win every single time.
Absolutely. And Doom, it's going to be back up in about 20 seconds. Zaxa is already on the prowl.
Gonna get a quick catch on Misha. Caught under the Nimbus. Nowhere for Misha to go.
They even see Yuragi right now running. Attempting to go for a catch. 33 actually the one to kind of cut him off. Won't be able to get him though. All 3 lanes pushing in. Map completely constricted for OG. They can't get any farm now. So yeah, it really feels like we're gonna have to watch for some lasso plays up to some high grounds.
Yep.
Taiga with some big black holes attempting to catch a lot of heroes, it does feel like, on Tundra. It does feel like they are going to be lacking a bit of damage to go through all 3 cores.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So Tiger and BZM, they've been falling behind. Yep. Their chance to redeem themselves off the back of some huge ultimate plays.
And BZM, of course, as we said, I was saying, he loves the build. He buys the shard, he's got the Witchblade, he's got the attack during the lasso. He's trying to get this type of scaling. Don't know if it's going to work, but...
He's also got the quiver. It's a lot of magical damage.
It is.
But he's got to get those grabs.
But soon the Lincolns will be out also for Skeeter. Wonder if they're going to build multiple Lincolns for themselves as well, too. Right now, not seeing it, but...
OG's going to try and smoke out for this one. They've got the BKB done on Yuragi.
Okay, let's see what they can get. It does not feel like an easy fight whatsoever.
I mean, how long until the Aegis? Okay, Aegis has gone in 5 seconds. OG's trying to time it with this, but there's the jump stacks. He just gets in straight away onto Amar. Amar taken out immediately. Tiger's going to go with the jump, but he's got the black hole just on the one hero. Skeeter is able to live through this. Saxon will drop the Doom down onto Tiger to put a stop to the black hole. OG just getting torn apart one by one once again, and they're going to call it. They know that they can't turn this one around. GG is called. Tundra will take this game 1. And honestly, yeah, the second half of this was just, it turned into a stomp.
It did.
It really did. Tundra just